everyone, and welcome to another episode of Not Bon Appetit. Tonight we are using the new May issue of Bon Appetit, and we will be making the crispy turmeric and pepper spice chicken wings, which is featured over here on this page. And to go with it, there is also the avocado on flatbread. So while the chicken is baking, we'll whip that up too. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, first thing is we are going to make a glaze for the chicken and put it on the chicken, and then we're gonna let it rest for 30 minutes while it becomes to room temperature. So we're gonna start off with making the glaze, and it says to put it in a bowl, but I don't know why you're putting it in a bowl when you're gonna pour it on there. So we're just gonna use a cup so that we can just pour it straight on there. So right from the beginning, it calls for, 2 teaspoons of peppercorns, and I keep my peppercorns in my pepper grinder. So we'll do 2 teaspoons of those. That's a lot of peppercorn, and probably should do that in some type of a bowl. Just grind this up, a bunch of peppercorns. It suggests you use a mortar and pestle, but I think this will do fine. So, although my arm may.
Okay.
Hello everyone, we had a little technical difficulty, so I'm gonna go over what I did for the chicken because I think we missed that. Okay, we had ground up the pepper and we put the pepper in here, and then it called for some turmeric and we mixed that in there, and it called for, I can't remember what
sugar.
Else. Oh, a little bit of sugar, which we put that in there, and some salt. And I put a little bit of salt. It called for a lot of salt, like 3.5 teaspoons. I just put 1. Mixed it all up, poured it in here, mixed it up with my cute little whisk. And then you're gonna pat it all over the chicken, both sides. I did both sides of the chicken, got it all ready to go.
What type of chicken?
And these are, oh, did we miss that part? Okay, well, here we go, spoiler alert. The name of the recipe is crispy turmeric and pepper spice chicken wings, but I don't like chicken wings, so we're using chicken thighs. And I don't know if you missed this part or not either, but I went on a long thing about how great it is to put the chicken on these little plates, because you can just put everything on the little cookie sheet with the aluminum foil, you stick it in the oven, and then when you're all done, dinner is ready, you serve it, you take the aluminum foil, you throw it away. Also, when we get ready to do it, I'm gonna scoot the chicken thighs down. I have some carrots, I'm gonna throw those on here. We can put everything in the oven, everything bakes all together, ready to go. It's like a 1-dish meal. It's like a crock pot, only you're gonna have everything on a little cookie sheet. Okay, so now we have this. So now we're going to make a little glaze out of some ginger. So it says for the peeled ginger, and then we're going to grind it, blah, blah, blah. We all know how I feel about that. So instead, we're just going to use some ginger. So we'll use a teaspoon of ginger. And then we're going to use garlic, and it usually calls for garlic cloves, but since I was just using ground up everything, decided we might as well do the ground up garlic cloves too. I mean, already ground garlic instead of the garlic cloves. So it says 4 garlic cloves. Yeah, maybe that's a little too much. There, that looks good. Okay, and then, and then the vegetable oil. So we'll get some vegetable oil. And throw that in there. I'm surprised it calls for vegetable oil instead of olive oil, but here, we'll put some vegetable on there. We don't need very much because we're just gonna drizzle it on. I think that looks good. So, now I'm gonna use my cute little whisk and whisk all this up. And then we truly are just going to drizzle it on there. And then it's going to set for 30 minutes until it becomes room temperature. And then we're going to throw it in the oven. So we're just going to, maybe I need my glasses for that so I can see if it's going on there or not. Oh, that looks like it. Okay. Ooh, that looks good. Down there. Okay, so there we go. That is just gonna sit there. It says 30 minutes up to, I don't know, like 4 hours, but we're not gonna, of course, wait 4 hours. So let's set the timer and set this aside. And let's make the next thing. So here was all of that. And I don't know if we're gonna need that or not. Okay, so now we're gonna make the next thing while we wait, and it is flatbread with avocado and scallion salsa. I know this will not surprise anyone, but it has a recipe for the flatbread not doing that. But look at these lovely crackers, and they're flat and they look like bread. So that's what we're gonna use. So there we go, done making the flatbread. Let's move on to the avocado and scallion salsa. Okay. It calls for 2 teaspoons of coriander. Here, let's just get us another bowl. Another beautiful bowl. Oh, and that's the other thing too. The recipe calls for like 436 avocados. I have 1. So we're not gonna use, I think I'm gonna just cut this in half for the seasoning. So let's see, it called for 2 teaspoons of coriander, so let's just use 1. Oops, come on. Now, maybe, where's my wonderful little whisk? Oh, there it is. Let's see if we can't get that to come out. Yeah. My goodness. There we go. Okay. Do a teaspoon of that. And then we're going to do, calls for 2 teaspoons of cumin, so we'll just do 1. So we'll do a teaspoon of cumin. Oh man, we are running low. We use a lot of cumin. We like that. Okay, teaspoon of cumin, and then, oh, some scallions, which I didn't have scallions, but I have, let's see how many it is, calls for 8. I have 2 of these green onions, so that'll be good. We'll just chop up the green onions, and just a reminder that the green onions, you really can use all of it. So I know that, I don't know, way back in the 80s in home ec class, they probably told you just use the white parts, but no, you're really supposed to use all of it. So let's just chop this up and throw some of that in here. Probably gonna need a different bowl when we get all done. But isn't this a lovely bowl? Okay, that looks good. Okay, now, let's see. It also calls for some olive oil, some red or green chili peppers, which we don't have, but we do have a green pepper. So we'll use part of the green pepper. It called for parsley, but I don't really like parsley, so we're just skipping the parsley part. And then the avocado. So let's chop this up. I don't think we need it all. And some lemon. We're gonna need the lemon. Oh, how about just, oh, I think that looks good. So let's do a little bit of the green pepper. And you know, I guess I could have put it in the chopper. So, but that's okay. We'll make this chunky. And we'll see what you're supposed to do with the avocado. I think I needed a sharper knife. That's pretty chunky. When we get all done, we may throw it in the Ninja. Okay, so then what do you call for vegetable oil and
olive oil.
Olive oil, thank you. So let's put it in a bowl. Why don't we just put it in a bowl? Then we could just scoop it in there when we're ready. So here's all of this. Here's this. There's a lot of that. I don't know that we need all that. I think that's good. Okay, and then the olive oil, a little bit of salt. Where's my salt? Once again, man, always calling for salt. Here. There we go. Oh yeah, the other thing too was, okay, since it called for the spicy pepper and I put in green pepper, I'm gonna put just a little bit of this Tabasco. Oh wait, look, we've never even opened this. Oh, we may need ours. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of this, and it's not Tabasco, it's a little sweeter variety. I like it better than the Tabasco, just a little bit. And because it's a little bit sweeter, you really can't put too much in there. It's not like, oh my gosh, that was a lot. Okay, so then we need the olive oil. So put in some olive oil. Oh, that looks great. And then we'll put in the avocado. And we should have our salsa ready for our flatbread. Oh, here, we'll save that for something else. And then we're going to squeeze some lemon on it, so when we get all ready. So let's do our avocado. Man, I need another knife. There we go. Okay. So let's chop this up. Where's my towel? Oops. Gonna need those. Okay, so let's chop up the avocado. I guess you could smash it too if you wanted to. But I guess it's supposed to be salsa, so it's supposed to be all chunky.
You may mash it up in the bowl when you get...
I guess you could mash it up, yeah, when you put it on the flatbread. This way you could do whatever you want.
Or when you stir it.
Yeah. Okay. The recipe actually says that you're supposed to remove the pit, which I think is hysterical, because who would eat the pit? But who knows? Maybe people that have never had an avocado before. I don't know. Fun fact about the pit. I have on numerous occasions actually taken the pit and you put it in like an old jar of water. What you do is you stab it on either side with a toothpick, and then you can just lay it so that the bottom part is in the jar of water. And after a couple of weeks, you actually grow your own avocado plant, which is great. I've never grown an actual avocado, but it does kind of bloom and it's kind of cool. And I know people that have grown their own avocado. Ideally, they did not have a cat that after a while wanted to eat the avocado plant. But anyway, so fun fact there. So you could just take that pit and grow your own little outdoor plant. Okay, so here's part of my lemon. Okay, so there we go. Oops. Okay, and then we're going to take part of the lemon, because we're going to need part of the lemon for the chicken thighs. So let's just take a little bit of the lemon and We're gonna squeeze that on there so that your avocado won't get all yucky. We're also gonna cover it since we won't be eating it for a while. Plus it gives it a little sweetness to go with the other stuff. So there's that. Where is my fun whisk? There it is. Okay, whisk that all up. And there we go. So we'll cover that, set it aside, have that ready. And in another 19 minutes and 18 seconds, we can assemble the chicken. So we'll take a little break. We'll be back. Bye. Hello, everyone. And we have now let our chicken rest for 30 minutes. So now we're going to get ready to put it in the oven. And I forgot to spray it, so I'm going to spray the pan so it doesn't stick. So I'm gonna move it so I can put the carrots on. So we'll just make a little spot for it, slide it over. Put this one here. Then I have some carrots that I'm gonna put on here. And we'll put a little helping of carrots. I think that looks good. I'm going to spray it with, oh, I forgot to spray where it was. And just keep forgetting to spray. Here. Spray that, throw those on there. I'm going to spray them with a little bit of olive oil. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, now here is the fun part. According to the recipe, we're just going to turn the oven on 425. We're not going to preheat it. We're going to stick these in here after 20 minutes. We're going to flip them over. And then when they get to be the correct temperature, I'll check it with the meat thermometer. We're done. No preheating the oven. We'll see how this works. So anyway, here we go. Putting it in the oven. Cold oven. Turning it on 425. Eventually. And we're done. And in 20 minutes, we'll check it. So how about that? That's pretty easy, isn't it? So we'll let you know how it is when we're all done, okay? So we'll be back in a moment. Hello, everybody. Our chicken is done. Our carrots are done. Our appetizer is ready. So let's pull it out of the oven. Here we go. Doesn't that look delicious? Let's put it on our tray. And our great little carrots. So there we go. Yummy turmeric chicken. Oh, we need the lemon slices. Oh, oops. So let me put some of these carrots over here. And the carrots done. Okay, let me put this out of the way so we don't have the ugliness. And slice us up some lemons. Here, we had these from last time, from our avocado. So, okay, put a little onion on there. There we go. Here's our appetizer. So there it is. Let's look at what their picture looks like. Let's see. Here's their avocado flatbread. I think ours looked almost exactly alike. And here is our chicken turmeric wings. And look, I think ours looks better because we have lovely orange carrots. So there we go. And thank you for staying here with us. Bon appetit.